We have reached All-Star Break 1994. We're going to be checking out the three-point contest, the slam dunk contest, and the results of the All-Star game. Chris Childs, Reggie Miller, Abdul Ralph, John Starks, Kenny Anderson, and Joe Dumars are the participants in the three-point shootout. Chris Childs is a two-time winner in this category. I believe John Starks won it once too, didn't he? And Reggie Miller, I know, won it for sure. Actually, I don't know if John Starks won it. Did he win it? I think I'm wrong about that. But Reggie Miller, I know, won it. Chris Childs won it a couple times. And we got Dumars and Kenny Anderson in the mix. Abdul Ralph, he's known to be a great three-point shooter in real life and in this sim. So it's going to be really fun to see how he looks here. So, yeah, this should be a really fun shootout. And I'm hoping that we don't get too many clanks, right? We don't get like someone only getting 8 or something like that. Let's have a nice shootout. Come on, Chris Childs. Starting things off, the two-time defending three-point contest champion. He was with the Bucks for a number of seasons. Now he's with the Warriors. And check that out. He got 3 in the corner. Now he's at the wing. Sunk another shot. He's at 4, 5 thus far. 6. Can he get the money ball here? Yes, he can. Already at 8. Chris Childs, all this out of nowhere, really, is just a three-point maven. You know, he just, at least in the contest, he's just sinking them like it's nothing. He's got 10 so far. Do zone shot. He gets that one. 13 already. He's putting the rest of the competitors on notice with this performance. He's got 15 so far. 16, 18 if he gets that. Nope. All right, and here's his money ball rack. He can really end strong if he can make these. He makes at least 1. Can he make 2? No. So he ends up with 18. It felt like he had a really good round, but we know that can be surpassed. We know there's guys out there who can get 20, 25. Reggie Miller is one of them, so we'll see if Chris Childs' total score is all that once we get through this round. As we see, Reggie Miller is starting to get it going there. He's got 3 out of 5, including the money ball shot. Now he's at the money ball rack. I haven't yet seen someone get all the money ball shots. Oh, man. I thought he was going to do it. I had the feeling that he was going to get it done. But he does get the do zone shot, though. So he's at 13. 14. He's at 15. Top of the key. Really connecting on these shots here. Can he get 18? He's already at 18. Wow. Do zone shot? No. But at this point, he just needs to not go completely cold. And he can maybe secure first place after round 1. Finally, 1 goes down there. So he's at 19, 21. Let's see how he finishes. Can he finish strong? He's at 22, 23. He's not going to get more off in time. 23 points, though, at first place. That's going to be hard for anyone to surpass, but maybe Abdul Ralph can do the job. Plays for the Sonics. In real life, he played for the Denver Nuggets. He's become the starting point guard for the Sonics, teaming up with Sean Kemp and Rick Smits and I think Clifford Robinson and Dirk McKee, right? Petrovic hasn't been in this contest yet. Meanwhile, Abdul Ralph actually is doing pretty well. 6 points thus far. Couldn't connect on any of his money balls yet. Here's the do zone shot. No good there. So here's his money ball rack, top of the key. He thinks this is the best spot for his money ball rack. And so far, I don't think he's correct. Only 8 so far. It's not looking good. 11 so far, though. 11 with that do zone shot. He really needs to go nuts. And he is kind of going nuts. No. 14. He's not going to catch up to Reggie. Can he at least surpass Chris Childs? Chris Childs at 18. 16. He can tie him at best. And he does that. So he and Chris Childs are tied for second place. So now we got John Starks. who's Chris Child's teammate in this season. So let's see if John Starks, if he gets 19, he's likely a lock to make it to the next round. So let's see if he could do that. He's got 4. John Starks, known in real life to be a hot and cold shooter. You know, sometimes when he's feeling it, he's lights out. When he's cold, he could be very, very cold. Right now, he's not quite hot or cold. Does get to do his own shot. So let's see if that opens things up for him. He's got 13, which is not a bad place to be thus far. 16 after the top of the key rack. Do his own shot. That one, if he would have gotten that one, that would have been pretty crazy. But now he's got 17. Can he at least tie Abdul Rauf and Chris Childs? So far, no. Final rack. Let's see if this does the trick. Oh, no. Okay, he's got 18. And he's got 20. Okay. So John Starks gets the job done. He's at second place. Reggie Miller at first place. Are we going to have a shoot-off to determine who's in third place? Kenny Anderson. Let's see what he does. And we got Joe Dumars. So Kenny Anderson is starting off with the Moneyball rack, which is a bold choice. And it might not work out for him. Yeah, only 1 of 5 there. So now he's really got to play catch-up. And, yeah, so far, not looking too great. Doesn't get that money ball in there. Do his own shot, no good. Only at 3. If he really wants to get to the next round, he's really going to start making some shots. And 4, 6. Do his own shot, no good. Here he is at the wing. He's not going to make it past the next round. I'm sorry, Kenny. Kenny Anderson, this is your first time in this contest, and you just couldn't get the job done. What can I tell you? I think your biggest mistake was having your Moneyball rack be your first rack, because once you missed most of those, it was downhill from there. So 12 for Kenny Anderson. He's gone. Goodbye. Dallas. Dallas is Joe Dumars, famous guard, famous Mavericks guard in this sim. Obviously, played for the Pistons his entire career in real life. I wonder if, just like in real life, he's going to retire and become the Dallas Mavericks GM. We should at least pretend that that's the case, because he was the GM for the Pistons when they won the 04 championship. So it'd be funny if he did something similar in this sim, or if we at least pretended that was the case. Meanwhile, he has 6 in this contest, misses the do zone shot. Like Kenny Anderson, he's not quite getting the job done. Does get 7. Air ball. Can't make that money ball shot. The money ball shots that he did make is the only thing that's really keeping him kind of in it. But now, yeah, at this point, I think it's safe to say that Joe Dumars is not going to make it to the next round. He's got 10. Oh, here's his money ball rack, though. Hold up. Hold on. If he gets 18 here, can he do that? Can he get 18? No, he can't get 18. So I think we are going to get a shoot-off to determine who's third place to make it to the next round. So a shoot-off, I think, is in order. So we're going to get that. I really wish they showed you something, a menu here, right? Like just stats. Like I feel like that's lacking. So I believe there's a shootout here, right? Because Chris Childs and Abdul Rauf had 18. So yes, as you can see, there's just over 30 seconds left already, which means that you got to try to get as many threes in before the clock goes to 0. So Chris Childs has 5. 6. He's got the money ball rack coming up next. We'll see if he even has enough time to get there. He's got the do zone shot to worry about. He might not be able to get many money ball shots off, but it might not matter if after making that do zone shot, he makes at least one money ball. So 12 for Chris Childs just with those first few racks. Can Abdul Rauf match that or do better? That's a good question. We'll see if he doesn't even have his. He doesn't have his Moneyball rack as one of these first 3 racks. That's a mistake. That's gonna. Yeah, that sucks, dude. Why would that be a thing? Or why even include the Moneyball racks at all? You know, if one of them's not going to include it. All right, Abdul Ralph's not going to make it. So it's going to be between Chris Childs, John Starks, and Reggie Miller. Right. So that's going to be the final round of the 3-point contest. Sorry, Abdul Ralph. He had a good first round. Not a great first round, but a good one. But this shootout proved not to be fruitful for him. So he is out. So let's see. Chris Childs, he just had to shoot. Now he has to shoot again. Could his arms be tired at this point? I wonder if stamina is part of this, you know. I wonder if at a certain point, do they run out of energy? Do they start missing because they have low energy? So far, Chris Childs has 2. If he ends up with a really poor showing, I think we could point to the shootout he just had to do with Abdul Ralph. That will let us know that that shootout could really affect you. You know, especially if you have to go again after you just went, right? So let's see if Chris Childs can make up. You know, can he regain his form? You know, can he regain his energy after that shootout? It's looking like that's going to be a hard no, because he's at 8 so far. No, yeah, 8, 9. He's at 9 now. Okay, so he's at 9 now. Moneyball rack or Moneyball shot there makes it 11, 12. Still 12. Yeah, 13. Not going to be enough, I don't think, unless Reggie Miller and John Starks completely blow it. We're going to see John Starks right now, so let's check this out. Let's check out if John Starks can do better than Chris Childs, who had 12. Right? Not much you have to do in order to beat Chris Childs, but Starks, he does get the last 2 shots in the first corner rack. Let's check out the Moneyball rack. 2 out of 3, 3 out of 4. Okay. This D-zone shot will tie him with Chris Childs. He gets it to connect. Oh, yeah. Okay. He has surpassed his teammate. And now it's all about how much can he get? How high can he get? 20 so far already. And he's got 2 racks left. Come on, finish strong. Let's get a crazy score. Come on. Why else are we doing this if we're not trying to go for it all? You know? Embarrass Reggie Miller. Make Reggie Miller shit his pants. Come on. Yes, Chris. Yes, Starks. Yes. 29 for John Starks. That's what I'm talking about. Now let's see what Reggie Miller could do. Is he shaking in his boots? In his what is he wearing? Adidas? Nikes? Probably Nikes. Is he shaking in his Nikes? We'll see. Or is Reggie Miller a cold mother? I'm gonna say it. Fucker. All right, there we go. I said it. 3. Okay, he missed those last 2. He's gonna. I mean, he has to really go for it. It doesn't look great so far. He has 4. If he gets his money ball, no. D-zone shot, you need this one. You need this one. He doesn't get it. Moneyball rack. This could really help him. He's at 6, 8. Here comes 10. Okay. 12. No. Can he get the D-zone shot here? Yes, he can. I don't think he has enough balls. He doesn't have the balls to beat John Starks, literally, because he doesn't have enough basketballs. The math doesn't check out in his favor. So John Starks is the 1994 3-point contest champion. Congratulations. I thought he had won it in the past, and I was wrong. He won it here. Did I just accidentally spoil who won it this year? I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. It's been confirmed. But you know what? I hope it didn't sound like a spoiler the way I phrased it earlier. I'm just going to leave it in so you guys all know. that I'm a dum-dum. You know, it's good to be modest. You know, it's good to sound like a jackass sometimes, to lower expectations. That's what I go for. Sound like a jackass, not on purpose. I just sound like a jackass sometimes, legitimately. You know, and I think it's good to let you guys know that. That way, you don't have high expectations for me every time. You know, that. But John Starks won it. Congratulations to him. Now he has won a 3-point contest. And we are going to go to the slam dunk contest. I did not participate in this. I didn't have the time. Plus, I wanted to try to get through the capturing of the '94 season. Uh, it was like either I wait and I try to do the slam dunk contest. It was either going to be like I had to wait several days to do it, or I just let the CPU do it and I can just capture the rest of the season. I chose the latter because I was on a time restriction. So due to time constraints, I am not going to participate in the 3-point contest. It's been a while since we've seen the CPU do all 4 contests. So let's see if the CPU can have some nice dunks this time around, or will this be the last time that we ever do this on all CPU slam dunk contests? We got Harold Miner, Latrell Sprewell, Willie Burton. Was that Terry Mills as well? We'll find out. Latrell Sprewell to start. He won it last time, but he had help. My terrible dunks helped him win. So let's see if he can win without me helping him. So that was a... No, wow, no one really liked that dunk. I wonder if, as we see, he threw it down with some nice authority, but no one really seemed to give a shit. Which is funny that that's how the crowd responds, because the CPU could kind of do whatever it wants, right? 40 dunk score, though, so even if the crowd wasn't impressed, the judges thought it was fine enough. So, suck it, crowd. If you don't like it, too bad. Harold Miner, though, in real life, this guy could dunk. Let's see if the CPU honors that. Even if I was participating, I don't think I'd want to mess with Harold Miner. Oh, come on. Really? This guy was a great dunker. That was basically the biggest thing about his career, was that he won a slam dunk contest or two in the 90s. And here, it's just your standard dunk. He does get a 40, though. The judges are feeling pretty wild today, I guess, giving that a 40. If I would have made that dunk, it would have gotten a 22. Just saying. Terry Mills is up next. He's also been known to have some very average dunks, below average dunks in this contest. Let's see if he adds some flair this time around. That would be nice. Here he goes. He did the same dunk as Harold Miner, just from the baseline. That's what happened there. Yeah. He just did a baseline dunk. Would you call it a tomahawk jam? Let's at least give him that. That's the kind of dunk he was giving. But see, there he gets a 24. Why? What was it about Harold Miner's dunk that was 16 points better? It's a huge shrug. I really don't think there's any basis for these scores. I think it's just kind of made up, you know, unless you obviously do a terrible dunk. I don't know. I just feel like it's kind of random. You know, let's see what Lieberman could do. I feel like that one was probably the best one in round 1. That one, he called it a double clutch, right? Brought it down, a double clutch reverse dunk, right? That one was impressive. Judges, what do you say? 30? Yeah, this is bullshit. Bullshit. If only the crowd would chant that, you know, that would be nice. But the crowd is basically dead. No one's really on their feet for the slam dunk contest. It's like being treated like a PGA event. So, but Latrell Sprewell, here he comes. And, you know, nice reverse dunk. Not much flair. Some guys thought it was pretty cool, though. Oh, he almost kind of flubbed it, right? I feel like it kind of like... Yeah, like it looked like it was sliding out of his hands as he was doing it. He got a 23. Oof. The judges noticed the slip. They noticed the ball wasn't gripped tightly enough on his hands. So that's not good for Latrell. He's got 63 total. Let's see if Harold Miner, who also had a 40 last time, let's see if he can do better than that. And then he pretty much won it at that point. Oh, between the legs. That's going to get the judges' attention, I think. Let's see it again. Yeah, that was a pretty good dunk for CPU standards. If I was a judge, I'd give that like an 8, you know? I mean, I'm sure there's better dunks out there in the world, but... Ooh, 47! Wow. I think it's safe to say that Harold Miner is the dunk contest champion for 1994. And that's kind of... I like that. Because he actually won it, right? In real life, he actually won it. So it's kind of nice to see art imitate life. And I consider NBA 2K to be a work of art. Whoa, that was a pretty cool dunk, though. That was a pretty cool dunk. I don't think he's going to be able to catch up to Harold Miner. But he bounces it off, catches it, throws it down. At least that was something interesting, right? That was at least an interesting dunk, you could say. For a CPU, that was interesting. Score, 34. What the hell are we doing? What are we doing here? What is it with these horrible scores? Man. It's just not right, you know? These judges are a pain in the ass. I'm just going to say it. Of all the complaints that don't matter in the world, the NBA 2K CPU judges, as Willie Burton, you call it a windmill jam? Was that what he did there? I couldn't quite see it from that angle. Yeah, okay, windmill jam. Not bad. But yeah, the CPU judges for the slam dunk contest in 2K, it's the biggest problem in the world today. 38 for Willie Burton. Yep, I think it's safe to say that Harold Miner has won it. It was an okay slam dunk contest, not the best. I will definitely participate next season. I promise. I promise. For 1995, I will make the time to do it. I will delay capturing the rest of the 95 season to do it. Let's check out the All-Star participants. We don't actually see the game, but always worth seeing who actually made it to the big dance. Not really the big dance. I don't know what you'd call it. Michael Jordan, this is his 10th appearance, 10 straight for Michael Jordan. 13 for Isaiah Thomas. He's back in the All-Star game. 6 for Karl Malone. 4 for Scottie Pippen. 8 for Patrick Ewing. 4 already for Tim Hardaway. John Stockton with his 7th. He doesn't make it every year. That's interesting. 2 for Roy Hinson, 2-time All-Star. Shaq for the first time. That's nice. 15 for Larry Bird. Wow. Len Bias is back for 2. Ron Harper for 3. And that's interesting. A very interesting group there in the East. Let's see. The West, Magic with 14. Clyde Drexler with 9. 8 for Charles Barkley. 9 for Hakeem Olajuwon. 4 for Arvydas Sabonis, which is nice. Joe Dumars with 5. Kevin Johnson with his first. That's nice. David Robinson with 6. Sean Kemp with 2. Dino Raja has made the All-Star game. Very, very cool. Very cool to see that. James Worthy with this 10th. Mookie Blaylock with the 2nd. So, yeah, an interesting collection. Some surprises. And, yeah, that pretty much does it. We'll sim the All-Star game. And, yeah, I just didn't have time. And, you know, considering my performance in these last couple of sims, I think you guys don't need to see me play. At least not this time. Maybe I'll play it next time if I'm feeling up for it. But, man, I think what I might do next time, because let's just be real. It's the All-Star game. No one plays defense in the All-Star game. Even back then, it was more competitive. And maybe there were some guys playing harder than others. But let's just make the 95 All-Star game, like, fun. I'm gonna try and, like, have some cool dunks, some alley-oops. Maybe I'll try some of that and not worry so much about wins and losses in the next All-Star game. So, yeah, that does it for that one. Who even won? The Western Conference won, as you hear the motorcycle in the background. And yeah, here are the standings. I went over it in the previous video, so I don't go into it with as much detail. I guess I should tell you what's up with the next video, right? So the next video is the end of the season. I have a list of who is in the next video. I've been starting to write things down, which I think is very helpful for me and probably for you to know what to expect. Hold on, let me scroll. Scrolling my phone. I wrote it down on my phone. Here we go. Yeah, so we got 10 games in next video. Got Lakers, got some Nuggets, got Bucks versus Nuggets, so Shaq versus Mutombo. We got Bulls versus Nuggets, so MJ versus Mookie Blaylock and Mutombo. Bucks versus Hornets, Bullets, Rockets, Pacers, Sonics, Spurs, Heat, Pacers, Bullets, Knicks, Hornets, Knicks, Bucks. A lot of Knicks, Nuggets, some Bulls, some Bucks, some Hornets, and we got we're wrapping up the season in the next episode. So I hope you're looking forward to that. Thank you for watching this episode of the 40 Year Sim. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.